Good morning, scholars.
Good morning, Miss Albuena.
Nice to see you this morning. Last week, we learned all about the Constitution and the events that led up to this important document that we're still using today. So I'd like you to turn to your table partner and first say good morning.
Good morning.
And with your table partner, would you please answer this important question? Are you ready? The question is, what is the purpose of the Constitution?
So the first was the Native Americans inhabit North America. Then the European settlers came to North America after the Native Americans. After they didn't like that, so the British and the French had an Indian war, with the Indians. After that, they had a Declaration of Independence. Is like they were writing papers of the Constitution.
They were fighting so that we could have freedom. And they decided to have a Declaration of Independence so they could become one free country from Britain. And then there was a Revolutionary War because Britain didn't really like that idea, and they wanted to still have their colonies and have a larger land. So they won the fight, and so we became our own country, and they made the Articles of Confederation because they wanted all the citizens to have rights.
So we know why the Constitution is important. Now let's think about the events that led up to this document. We made ourselves this beautiful timeline of events that led up to that important constitutional convention. So I'd like you to turn to your table partner once again, and if you need to, you can look at the bulletin board for ideas. But start from the very beginning with the Native Americans on this continent. And just briefly talk with your table partner what we studied last week, all the events that led up to this constitutional convention and the writing of the Constitution. Are you ready? Turn to your table partner. And finish your conversation, scholars. I heard some great things going on, and you really remember the events well.
They describe the function of the government in the Constitution. And then 4 years later, in 1791, they made the Bill of Rights, which are the first 10 amendments of the Constitution.
Well done. Thank you very much. All right, let's give them a round of applause. Good job, scholars. All right. The U.S. Constitution was adopted on September 17th, 1787, and was considered the supreme law of the land, and is still considered the supreme law of our land. We thoroughly read over the preamble the other day, didn't we? Yes. And we also thoroughly read over and studied the articles. How many articles were there? Do you remember? 7, right. And we studied them all in great depths. We examined the 7 articles, but we realized in those 7 articles, they don't describe the rights and responsibilities of the citizens of our country. There's a different document that does that. Who remembers what document it is that describes the rights and responsibilities of our citizens?
The Bill of Rights?
That's correct. Good job. Today, we're going to take a good look at the Bill of Rights, and we're going to read exactly what the Bill of Rights says. There are 10 amendments. Remember, an amendment is something that's added to the Constitution. And the framers wrote that in the Constitution that, yes, it would be okay to make changes. So they added 10 things 4 years later after the Constitution was written. And we call these first 10 amendments the Bill of Rights.